going on, world? Y'all now in tune with another installment of Reflect and Dissect, where we just sit back and reflect on the questions that life's been asking us, man, throughout the years of this journey, and we just dissect and see if we can learn from it, grow from it, and see if we can build a little community amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? This is my first podcast. I'm your host, Juanez, aka Juan, and we're gonna try something new. In the first installment, we're gonna randomize it. Just prove authenticity is not scripted, man. We just going off of straight feelings and emotions, man, and we just speaking off of what we know and past experiences, man. So I got a couple of categories that I got in my little goodie bag here. Get a randomized here, get it shaken up all nice and good for us. See what we come out with. All right, let's see. Describe yourself in one word. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see. I would describe myself, and this is just all just straight off of, just how I'm feeling just right now at the moment. You know what I mean? Just I'll say describe myself in one word. I'll say me personally, I'm adaptable, and life has taught me through past experiences, man, and I've been through all different types of walks of life, man, to where I've had to constantly change my way of thinking or how I move, or you know what I mean, just adapting to my environment, so to speak. I had a fast upbringing to where I was constantly moving around, going to different schools, you know what I mean, different neighborhoods, being around different individuals, or maybe just going through the down end of life, maybe, you know what I'm saying, on the struggling tip, going through hotels, being with people on the rougher end of life, not doing so good on their luck, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, what life has definitely taught me is to be like a chameleon, almost, or you know what I mean, or be like water, as they say, just constantly getting in where you fit in, so to speak, or you know what I mean, just if you're around a group of individuals and I don't know, instead of saying that, oh man, they into shit that I ain't into, or they listen to different type of music, man, I ain't with that shit, or you know what I'm saying, they different way of thinking about life, or have different philosophies about certain things, you know what I mean, instead of just strictly just tuning out different people's perspectives, I learned that always give at least an open ear to people's different perspectives, and how they view life, and you know what I mean, just all the way down to the littlest things of music and what have you, and that kind of broadens your horizon and living, and expands your view of life that I've started to figure out and start to see, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, you want to widen your palette, and you see life necessarily not just through your eyes, but how other people view life, you know what I mean, and then you kind of get another perspective than just your own view of things, you know what I mean, and yeah, so that's a powerful question, you know what I mean, to I don't know, like when I made these topics, the spirit, like I wasn't Googling what's the best questions, or the most deepest questions to ask, or something, like, you know what I mean, once I just took the pen to the paper and, did my prayer and just asked God to guide me and what type of topics that I know that I can speak of through just straight experiences, you know what I mean, no speculation and no assumptions, like all my topics or everything that I talk about is something that I've been through, personally experienced, you know what I mean, so, yeah, so like, when I made these topics and I just started writing, after a while, after I got to the 10th one, I'm starting to read, like, damn, these some good ass questions, damn, where all this shit come from, so, but yeah, basically just been moved by the spirit, so, yeah, so, ask yourself that, describing yourself in one word, and I'm basically just putting all my life experiences and just all my triumphant moments, and all my low moments, and I don't know, it's just like I'm combining the best of both worlds, so to speak, and just making the one word I just came out to adaptable. You know what I mean? Like shit, and I'm pretty sure, that's pretty sure I'm not the only one that shares that word describing themselves, but you know that's a very distinctive word. You know what I mean? Especially being from being from our upbringing. You know what I mean? Just a rough. You know what I mean? We weren't born with silver spoons in our mouths. You mean to whereas we had to make ends meet, or you know what I mean? Like how to figure out how to feed a household of 10. You know what I mean? Or how to stretch them food stamps, or how to you know what I mean? How to make food last for 7 days, how to make a 20 last for a week. You know what I mean? So just and at the same time, just when you're on the upside of things, how to make it last. How to maintain. As well. God blessed me with a house, or God blessed me with a car. So what do I need to do to maintain these things, or what have you? So that's a pretty good question. I'm pretty I'm excited that I picked that one. But describing yourself, I think is something that we all need to do to really define yourself. Like because people define us and people judge us enough, but what matters is what you think about you. At the end of the day, and you're always supposed to be your biggest fan if no one else is. You know what I mean? So always hold yourself to the highest. Or if it's a place that you want to get to in life, or a version of yourself that you want to be, already claim it. Already say that to yourself. You know what I mean? I'm the most productive, or I'm the most successful, or I'm resilient. You know what I mean? Already put that brand on yourself to where you can just walk in it, just already step into that avatar that you manifested for yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? So describe yourself in one word, man. You know what I mean? Just who are you? Not in one sentence, and just in one word. Sum up all your life experiences, how many years you've been on this earth. Sum it all up and see if you can break that down in one word. You know what I mean? It could have took me some time to really think about that shit. And like, man, because you got to think about the good and the bad. You can't just think about the good and just be like, oh, smart, or, you know what I mean? Like, so that's like a little brain teaser for you, So, man, so I don't like I said, this is like the second installment of my long-awaited podcast platform that I can get these thoughts and these questions, out of my head. Like I said, where we are in a time to where our social interactions are being digitized. You know what I mean? We really rarely have the moments to where you have a buddy or somebody to really just express all this stuff to, or someone that's on that. So you might have a plethora of friends, but you might not have nobody that think like you, or that really, that can really shoot the shit. You know what I mean? Y'all can really just ping pong thoughts, just really spitball shit at each other, you know what I mean? Just for shits and giggles, or just on some deep level type shit. You know what I mean? So that's what I kind of created this platform for. I'm not the person that got everything figured out, or by no means, or have life, nothing, we all going through the struggle ourselves, trying to all figure it out, going through this shit day by day, you know what I mean? And I'm just doing something that I think that makes me happy, and a God-given talent, which is speaking and verbally wording out my emotions, and hopefully drawing a willing ear, or someone who might need to hear this. You know what I mean? So again, this is Reflective Thinking, and hope you like and subscribe, and I hope we both can grow together from it, and you will be seeing more. And peace out.